Hello, it is Carol. I'm outside in the backyard today. And so I had some questions about what inspires you to do martial arts. And really, I think it is fear. It's the fear of being attacked. It's the fear of not knowing what to do in a situation if I'm attacked. It's the fear of what if my kids are attacked and I'm not prepared. It honestly is fear. And I think the reason why I keep going and why I've kept going for so long is I'm afraid of certain situations and social situations, and I have anxiety. I mean, honestly, it's just plain anxiety. So how do you work through kind of those natural fears? And I wouldn't think that my fear is necessarily like off the charts or abnormal. I think mostly it's a natural feel that when I'm walking on the street, maybe in a strange neighborhood, I'm not as comfortable as I am if I'm, of course, just out in my backyard. So then you watch television, you see there's shootings in Walmart, there's shootings in Big Lots, there's shootings at restaurants, there's, people's kids are being taken into vans, and, you see all this scary stuff on the news. I mean, honestly, I really think it's terrifying myself. So that's really why I've stuck with martial arts all these years, and why I would necessarily encourage you to start based on if you do have fearful feelings like anxiety when you're walking alone, or you're not comfortable being in a empty parking lot at night. Start martial arts, start doing basics, start watching videos. And then you kind of work out the fear. You might be super anxious at first, and then you find out, okay, well, I can sort of handle myself in different situations. I'm not saying it's easy, working through the anxiety and being afraid all the time. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a great way to do things. I mean, I'm just giving you my experience, but you can work through fear. So when you do walk down the street, I typically, and this may be a little, I don't know if other martial artists feel this way. I've heard that they have. You can walk down the street and be like, if this person attacks me, they're a certain height, a certain weight, what kind of techniques can I do to defend myself? Can I do this on this person, or can we stand up? Can we go to the ground? Those kind of things. You'll see some hummingbirds, it looks like, flying back and forth. So I have a few hummingbird feeders. I don't know if you can see it right here, but anyway, so working through that kind of fear, you're walking down the street, you're assessing people. You're assessing, I'm looking behind me. Is there someone behind me, maybe with strange behavior? What could happen if, say, we're in a restaurant? Is my back to the door? Am I facing the restaurant? Am I, being able to survey all the people that come through? It just becomes, I think, second nature, and, kind of not that big of a deal. You kind of just work through all that. So you can go sit in a restaurant and be like, okay, well, my back isn't towards the door. If somebody does come in, I can, grab my kids and look for the exit. I mean, it's just kind of subconsciously you work through the anxiety, which situations you can handle and not handle. I wouldn't recommend going out at midnight by yourself on a street you don't know. A lot of it's common sense. Do I want to be in these particular situations where I may need to have to use my skills? And is it going to be efficient and sufficient with the circumstances? Can I fight against 4 people? Probably not. Can I fight somebody 300 pounds, and 6'2"? Probably not. So you kind of got to assess those situations. Fear will help you do that, but training in martial arts will help you hone those skills. So when you see someone, you're in a situation, you're not like, oh my God, freeze, You know, somebody's punching you, somebody's kicking you, somebody's trying to drag you to the ground, somebody's trying to take your child. You know, you're not like, freeze, what am I going to do now? You know, training, 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 training. You just got to go and train, because expect your mind to short circuit and not know what to do. You should expect that. But if you keep training and training, you will give yourself an edge to think, well, even if my mind does short circuit, my musculature and my body will know what to do. So just some thoughts there. I've been doing this for a while. It helps practicing, and I've taken breaks here and there, but you always come back to it. And hopefully that'll help you work out your fear, help you learn skills that you can take to help work through your anxiety, so you're not afraid to walk out in the street, go to restaurants, and that kind of thing. I really like martial arts. I think it'll change you, and if you're already doing martial arts, maybe you can think about, oh yeah, maybe I should be concentrating on, you know, using certain techniques for certain types of situations. And there's always so many different things on the news. Kind of think through, you know, if somebody grabs me. There was one situation, a employee at a fast food restaurant was I've seen this so much, grabbed by the collar. When someone's grabbing you towards you, what are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? Are you going to push their face away? Are you going to strike down? Are you going to strike up? You know, there's so many kind of situations that you can work through with yourself. So that's kind of all I had today. And I'll just show you around my garden a little bit and my hummingbird feeders. There's a couple of bird feeders that are sort of broken because we do have squirrels and all kind of different animals, deer here, that kind of always want to eat the bird food. So here is my deck. I'm on my deck, and I have, you know, not a huge amount of acreage. I have like basically a lot, but come on and I'll show you, you know, kind of around my space here. But anyway, you'll see there's the end of the house and then the kind of defunct bird feeders here that the animals have eaten. And here's my hummingbird feeder right here. And then my other hummingbird feeder that I need to fill. And then we have this defunct kind of feeder that the poor little animals can't get any food from because somebody got a little crazy, I think one of the deer. So good luck to you. Practice martial arts. Watch my different videos. Like me if you like my content. And I'll see you later. I'll see you on the mat and in the dojang. Bye.